Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Here's Davis. Mashburn drops in the layup for two.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Pass to Johnson. Outside, Walker. Four on the clock. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Paul with the ball. Pass to Davis. Right side Davis. Outside Holiday. Offline with his three. Now here's Walker. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Walker. Misses off the right iron. And here we go with Drew Holiday. Right side Holiday. Pass to Paul. Outside Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Now Walker. Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. Rice. Back to Walker. From downtown. Cannot hit. Now Holiday. Holiday left side. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. Launches it. Shot's good. Walker with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Poke loose. And here's the fast break. Paul outside. Outside Davis. Back to Paul. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. He tries from 7. And off the glass. That one's good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And here's Walker. Warning with it. Now Walker. Here's Jones. And the basket by Jones.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Davis. Back to Paul. Outside, Davis. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Back to Mourning. Pass to Walker. Now Jones. Now here's Jones. Here's Mourning. The jump hook. And that one's good. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Paul with the ball. Pass to Davis. Left side Davis. Outside Holiday. Another one falls for New Orleans. Now Walker. And here is Mourning. And here's Walker. Now Jones takes the three. They get the rebound. Pass to Davis. Paul outside. Davis up top. Holiday with it. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Warning with it. Back to Walker. Puts up a three, and that is good. He's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Davis backs down. Paul outside. Pass to Davis. Left side, Davis. 5 to shoot. Back to Davis. Makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Walker. Now Johnson. Now here's Walker. Back to Walker. The tray. That is good. 8 points for him.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Now here is Davis. Back to Davis. Left side Davis. Left side Davis. Paul. Back to Davis. Morning's there. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans. And here's Walker. He's got 8. Morning. Pass to Walker. Davis with the double team. Rice. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rice. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. So it's the Pelicans now. And here is Paul. Mashburn. Back to Paul. Paul, right side. So the whistle blows on the shot with 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. The Pelicans making a switch here. And so Paul nails both of them. Here's Walker. Back to Brown. Here's Rice. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Outside Holiday. Davis inside. Here's Cousins. Kept alive. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Rice. Clock at 6. Jones. And the 3 off target. Now here is Davis. He has 5. Pass to Paul. Now here is Holiday. Right side Davis. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Walker with it. He's got 8. Brown. Walker with it. Here's Rice. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New Orleans in the lead. Now Holiday. Pass to Paul. Back to Holiday. Here's Paul. The rebound by Johnson. There's the pick. Now here's Jones. And here's Jones. Paul with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Holiday. Outside Holiday. Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Now here's Bowes. Back to Wallace. Wallace right side. Coleman. And he gets it to go. And here is Paul. 5 points in the game. Paul right side. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Here's Bowes. Pass to Curry. Back to Bowes. 6 to shoot. Coleman. And the layup is good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And here are the Pelicans now. 6-point lead. Outside Gordon. Paul outside. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Here's Curry. Pass to Wallace. Wallace right side. And here's Bowes. Curry with it. Shot off the pick. That one a little long.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Wesley. Now Gordon. Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Bowes. Outside Curry. Left side Curry. Sinks the 15-footer. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead. And back in a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think? Now, here's Bowes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Gill. Coleman. No good. Gordon with it. Paul, right side. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Randall. And good on the basket. Book it. And here's Bowes. Pass to Curry. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Shoots from 14. Oh, that's blocked.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now here's... They set the pick. Now Paul. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Here's Bowes. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Pass to Curry. Shoots the 3. And that one's good. He's got 5.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Back to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Randall. From deep three-point range. And it's Paul missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Curry. Pass to Gill. From about 19 feet. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside Gordon. Here's Chandler. Back to Gordon. Randall. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
They set the pick. Poked away. Now Wallace. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Curry. Blocked.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Pass to Bogues. Here's Gill. Nice shot from the wing.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the Pelicans making a change here. Pass to Stojakovic. Shot to stop the drought. That's good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now Davis. Now here is Mourning. Wallace outside. Davis. 6 to shoot. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Pass to Stojakovic. The 3. Second chance shot. And Chandler with the nice bucket inside.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. And he doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denials.
Now here is Davis. And Davis can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Wesley. Outside Gordon. And he banks in the layup. Here's Davis. Pass to Mourning. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Wallace with the rebound. They set the pick. Here's Gill. Pass to Davis. Here's Gill. Now Curry. Curry can't get it to go.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Davis with it. Can't connect from short range. And here is Davis. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
So it's the Pelicans now. It's a 5-point game. Outside Gordon. The three-pointer is right on target. And so here's the home team. Now here is Davis. 5 points in the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. There's a good screen. Pass to Jones. Back to Davis. Rice. Shot is blocked. Davis with it. Now here's Anderson. Back to Holiday. And here is Davis. Outside, Davis. Pass to Holiday. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now Davis. Right side Davis. Back to Mourning. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. New Orleans in the lead. Now Holiday. Davis up top. Pass to Anderson. And here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Anderson tries from 10. That misses off the backboard.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Mourning. Pelicans pull it in.
Man, he needs to worry about making the two, not making the highlight reel.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Anderson. Now Stojakovic. Back to Anderson. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Baseline J on the way. That's good. He's got 6. Outside, Davis. Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Jones. Outside, Davis. Back to Jones. Warning up top. Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Rice. And that one's good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Davis up top. Back to Holiday. Holiday left side. Misses the wing J. Now Jones. Pass to Anderson. Stojakovic with it. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Back to Davis. On deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 11.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the official signals a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Pelicans making a change here. Clark, the possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And psychologically, I think that would give them an even bigger edge, Kevin.
Right side Davis. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Anderson.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Number 41.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Davis. He's got 11. Pass to Holiday. Anderson with the ball. Now it's Ryan Anderson with the 3. 6 points for him.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Here's Walker. Brown outside. Johnson. Back to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans with possession here. They lead by 7. And here's Anderson. 1 second left. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Now the third quarter have to get going. Now Walker. Rice. Mourning backing down. Shoots from 12. And he hits the jump shot. 8 points for him. Now here's Paul. Pass to Davis. Back to Paul. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. And here's Walker. Eddie Jones on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Paul with the ball. Pass to Holiday. All up top. Shoots from 12. There's the block. Now here's... But they'll get another chance. Ice. Here's Walker. Just 5 on the clock. For the tie. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. It's a tie ball game. Here's Paul. He's got 9. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Davis. And that one is stuffed right through. Now Walker. 8 points for him. Now Johnson. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Outside, Davis. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Paul outside. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Larry Johnson picks one up.
You know, he's got that beat speed, phenomenal speed. I mean, those kind of wide open buckets, they can come in bunches for him.
And that one falls for Paul. Here's Walker. Pass to Jones. From deep. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Mourning's shot is good. Here's Davis. He's got 13. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Paul with the ball. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Rice. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Davis with it. Pass to Paul. Davis.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Walker. Pass to Mourning. Back to Walker. Mourning with it. 6 to shoot. Rice. From 11 feet away. And it's in off the backboard. 10 points for him.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
And here is Davis. He's got 13. Pass to Paul. Right at the free throw line. Rebound, Kemba Walker. Right side to Walker. Soft touch off the glass. The Pelicans trail. Now here is Davis. Pass to Paul. Back to Davis. Holiday left side. From about 19 feet. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Walker with it. 10 points for him. Left side, Walker. Morning inside. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
It's blocked.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
They get it again. Johnson down low. They shoot again. Now here's Walker. Shot's good by Walker.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Mashburn. Outside Holiday. Pass to Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 14. And here comes Walker. He's got 12. Now Morning. Here's Jones. Offensive rebound. Outside, Walker. Now here's Jones. Drills it from outside.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Ball outside. Davis. Walker with it. Pass to Johnson. Morning. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Paul outside. Now Holiday. Wesley. Rebound by Wallace. Pass to Bogues. Here's Gill. Morning inside. Puts it up. Morning's shot is good. He's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Paul outside. Wesley. Wesley. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now here's Bogues. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pass to Wallace. Here's Gill. Bogues with it. Wallace outside. Morning's shot is good. He's got 18.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Outside Holiday. Six on the shot clock. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
Kevin, I don't think there's any reason to think they can't. Not the way they've been going.
Pass to Wallace. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And stolen by Bogues. Here's the screen. Here's Gill. Pass to Curry. Here's Gill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Here's Gill. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And here is Paul. 14 points for him. Outside Holiday. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now, here's Bo. Coleman. Back to Bogues. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw's good. Bogues. And Bogues drops them both. Here's New Orleans. They trail by 14. Now, here is Stojakovic. Pass to Gordon. Back to Stojakovic. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Bogues with it. Outside curve. Wallace. Wide open shot is on the money. Now here's Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Wesley. Pass to Chandler. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Bogues. Now here's Wallace. Back to Bogues. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Bob. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Now here is Davis. Wesley. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Now Bogues. Outside, Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. And here is Davis. And he gets the bucket. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Wesley. Pass to Stojakovic. And here is Davis. Now Anderson. It's hauled in by Bryant.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Outside Curry. Now here is Davis. His three-pointers off the mark. And here is Davis. Here is Anderson. Now here is Davis. Pass to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Now here is Davis. And Davis gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Davis with it. Back to Curry. Pass to Johnson. Count that one. And the Pelicans with possession here. And here's Stojakovic. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the call will be against Gerald Waltz. That's his first foul. The Pelicans making a switch here. Pass to Paul. 6 to shoot. Back to Anderson. And again, New Orleans has no up.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
There's the pick. Now Jones. Back to Davis. Jones with it. And here we go. Outside Holiday. Pass to Paul. Back to Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Davis inside. Eddie Jones on the wing. And he drops him the way up off the glass.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Now Holiday. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. No good from Cousins. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And I tell you what, I don't see any sign of them slowing down.
Back to Davis. They set the screen. Pass to Jones. They get it back. Johnson. Power down with both hands. Now here is Davis. Now Holiday. Back to Davis to stop the drought. Good. 20 points for him.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Here's Jones. Pass to Davis. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Now Holiday. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 14-point game.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Back to Mourning. And he uses the glass on the layup. 20 points for him.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Here's Davis. Pass to Paul. From the arc. That's good.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pass to Davis. Paul outside. He locks up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam. And here's Jones. Outside, Walker. Here's Mourning. And lots of
That's true. And his spectacular shot blocking something else to look for, especially recovering on the break. He can run you down and send it away in a heartbeat.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. On offense, here are the Pelicans. And here is Davis. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Now here's Walker. Paul with the steal. And they're running. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Holiday gets the bucket. Walker with it. There's the screen. Here's Rice. And he goes in for the dunk. Here's Davis. Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Al Paul from outside the arc. Here's Cousins. The stupendous finish in traffic. Now Walker. Pass to Johnson. Guarded by Holiday. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Outside, Davis. Outside, Holiday. And he gets the jumper to drop. Here's Jones. Outside, Walker. Pass to Mourning. Rice. Now here's Walker. It's good from long range.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team.
Pass to Holiday. Paul. And here is Davis. And that one's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here comes Jones. Rice. Offensive rebound. Mourning inside. Second shot opportunity. Here's Mourning. And that's 2 points on the layup. 23 points in the game.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
And Davis can't get it to go. And here's a fast break. Here's Jones. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Outside, Davis. Pass to Davis. Mourning's there. Left side, Davis. Left side, Davis. Clock at 6. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
And here's Walker. Pass to Johnson. To the paint. And down it goes. Jamming that one home. Here's Davis. Holiday with it. Outside Holiday. Back to Davis. Shoots. Jump shot is good. He's got 26.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
It's deflected. Stolen by Holiday. Outside, Davis. Right side, Davis. Pass to Paul. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And here's Brown. Now here's Bowes. Here's Curry. To the middle. Here's Brown. And he gets it to go. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Down by 15. Outside Gordon. Wesley. Pass to Stojakovic. Clock at 4. And the Pelicans get it back. Gordon with it. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Tries again. He buries it.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be on time and on target.
And so the home crowd.